A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a bold move that has sent shockwaves through international trade circles, United States President Donald Trump announced plans to impose a 25% tariff on imports from the European Union, claiming that the bloc was created with the intention of disadvantaging the United States. During his first cabinet meeting since taking office, Trump stated that a decision regarding the tariffs had been finalized and would be revealed very soon. It'll be 25%, generally speaking, he told reporters, adding that the tariffs would apply to cars and various other goods. Trump's comments come at a time of heightened tensions between Washington and Brussels, and they echo his long-standing grievances about what he perceives as unfair trade practices. He pointed out that while the EU imposes a 10% tariff on U.S. vehicle imports, the United States has a significantly lower tariff rate on European passenger cars. Moreover, he criticized the EU for not accepting U.S. cars and agricultural products, asserting that the U.S. accepts everything from Europe, leading to a staggering trade deficit of approximately $300 billion with the EU. Let's be honest, the European Union was formed in order to screw the United States. That's the purpose of it, and they've done a good job of it. But now I'm president, Trump declared, emphasizing his administration's commitment to reshaping trade relationships. The European Commission was quick to respond, stating that it would react firmly and immediately against what it termed unjustified barriers to free and fair trade. A spokesperson for the Commission reiterated that the EU has been beneficial for U.S. interests and would protect its businesses, workers, and consumers from unwarranted tariffs. Former French ambassador to the U.S., Gerard Arad, remarked on social media that Trump's animosity towards the EU seems to stem from a lack of understanding about its purpose. Similarly, Carl Bildt, former Prime Minister of Sweden, pointed out that the EU was actually established to promote peace and prevent conflict in Europe. The backdrop to these developments includes fears regarding the future of NATO and U.S.-European relations, particularly in light of Trump's controversial outreach to Russian President Vladimir Putin. Concerns have been raised about Trump's commitment to European security, especially as he has suggested that Europe should take more responsibility for its own defense. In light of these tensions, Friedrich Merz, Germany's chancellor-in-waiting, expressed the need for Germany to achieve greater independence from the U.S., citing a perceived lack of concern from the U.S. about European affairs. He speculated about the future of NATO and hinted at the potential necessity for Europe to develop its own defense capabilities more rapidly. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio attempted to calm fears about NATO's stability, arguing that the alliance is not in jeopardy. He emphasized that the real threat to NATO comes from European countries that have not adequately invested in their own military capabilities. When asked how the U.S. would respond if the EU retaliated against the tariffs, Trump was dismissive, stating, "They can try, but they can't." He expressed confidence that any retaliation would not be successful, suggesting that the U.S. could simply halt imports from the EU altogether. As the situation unfolds, the implications of these tariffs could lead to a significant shift in transatlantic relations, with both sides bracing for potential economic fallout. The announcement of the tariffs comes as Trump continues to navigate a complex landscape of international relations, trade agreements, and geopolitical tensions. In a separate but related context, Trump also addressed the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, suggesting that European nations would need to take the lead in ensuring security for Ukraine following any peace negotiations. This statement has raised eyebrows among European leaders, who are wary of the U.S.'s shifting stance on the conflict and its implications for regional stability. As the political landscape continues to evolve, the world watches closely to see how these developments will impact not only U.S.-EU relations but also the broader dynamics of international trade and security. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.